CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Monica Ricks in New York. Still no deal on the debt limit, but Republican leaders say it could happen by the end of the week. CBS's Stephen Portnoy has the latest from the White House.
As they emerged from the Oval Office, leaders said this sit-down was an improvement on their last one. Top Senate Democrat Chuck Schumer. It was a much more cordial meeting. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says the president agreed to have his staff engage McCarthy aides directly.
So the structure of how we negotiate has improved.
President Biden will travel to Japan for the G7 summit, but in the hopes of closing a deal, he's scrapping planned travel afterward to Papua New Guinea and Australia.
Congress has about 2 weeks left to avoid default. The guy whose company created ChatGPT warned senators today on Capitol Hill about the dangers of artificial intelligence. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman.
My worst fears are that we, the field, the technology, the industry, cause significant harm to the world.
Senators say job losses and misinformation are the biggest concerns. Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett blasted Republicans today about their misguided efforts to combat crime.
What I don't want to hear is that they care about crime, because if they did, they would start by cleaning up our own house.
She is referring to expelling embattled Republican George Santos, who was indicted on 13 federal crimes last week, including fraud and money laundering. He's pleaded not guilty. Authorities have identified the shooter in yesterday's rampage in New Mexico as an 18-year-old high school student. Police say he had multiple guns on him, including an AR-style rifle, when he killed 3 people. But it's unclear how he got those guns. He legally purchased one in November. Outrage in New York City over plans to house migrants in schools. Here's CBS's Matt Piper.
Gyms are for children! New York City parents are yelling gyms are for children after gyms inside of schools have just been turned into makeshift migrant shelters. The city says it plans to serve more than 65,000 asylum seekers. Middle schooler in Brooklyn, Amy Calderon.
It was kind of sad because we are not going to have gym in our gym anymore. We're not going to have recess.
Parents say it's just not safe.
Amnesty International says the number of executions around the world has hit a 5-year high, mostly in Iraq and Saudi Arabia. CBS's Vicki Barker breaks down the numbers.
Of the 576 people Iran put to death, 279 have been convicted of murder, 255 of drug-related offenses, 21 of rape, and 18 of the national security charge, enmity against God.
But she says the numbers could be much higher. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.